Last week on Days of Our Lives, Stephanie finally reached her breaking point. After months of carefully guarding a secret that weighed heavily on her heart, she spilled everything to Alex. The floodgates opened, and Alex now finds himself holding explosive information that could irreversibly change the lives of several prominent Salem residents, especially his cousins, Xander and Philip Kiriakis. Alex now knows that Philip has stolen half of Xander's inheritance. This revelation wasn't just a shock, it reignited a deep-seated anger Alex has harbored for Philip for some time. His first instinct, naturally, is to rush straight to Xander and expose Philip's betrayal. But Stephanie, ever cautious and thoughtful, pleads with Alex to reconsider. Stephanie tries to reason with him, pointing out Sarah's fears about the devastating emotional toll this truth could exact on Xander. Sarah herself had chosen silence precisely to spare Xander from heartache, hoping that Philip would rectify his mistake quietly, without the scandal and humiliation that revelation would bring. But Alex, driven by a profound sense of justice and loyalty, remains skeptical. His internal conflict runs deep, rooted in a combination of personal guilt, resentment, and an enduring grudge against Philip. For Alex, the idea of keeping quiet feels almost impossible. Why would Alex find it so difficult to hold back? There are three significant reasons driving his decision, each more emotionally charged than the last. First and foremost, Alex has never forgiven Philip for the humiliation and arrogance he displayed at the DeMera Mansion's New Year's Eve party. As Salem gathered in glitz and glamour, Philip made a bold, calculated move at midnight. He kissed Stephanie passionately in front of everyone, including Alex. But it wasn't the kiss alone that bothered Alex, it was the way Philip deliberately locked eyes with him, making sure Alex witnessed every moment. Philip's gaze was cold, calculating, and deeply unsettling. It was a power play, one designed to intimidate Alex and assert Philip's claim over Stephanie. Alex never forgot that chilling moment. For Alex, that image became emblematic of Philip's manipulative and intimidating nature, handsome on the surface but coldly calculating beneath. Second, Alex is still burdened by guilt from another incident involving Xander's inheritance. Not long ago, Teresa Donovan cleverly siphoned off Xander's fortune, secretly funneling it to Alex without his knowledge. Alex, unaware of the theft, spent lavishly and recklessly, thinking he was enjoying wealth he rightfully earned. Expensive sports cars, $100,000 designer watches for himself and Teresa, luxury vacations. Alex indulged, believing he had finally achieved a life he deserved. When the truth emerged, Alex was horrified. Despite his reckless spending, Xander generously forgave him without bitterness or resentment, magnifying Alex's guilt further. Xander's kindness weighed heavily on Alex, making him especially sensitive to seeing Xander wronged again, this time intentionally by Philip. Third, Alex has always disapproved of Philip's aggressive and litigious pursuit of Xander's wealth. From the moment Philip dragged Xander into court, Alex quietly rooted for Xander, believing that Philip's relentless attacks were unjust and malicious. Philip, ever manipulative, frequently used his relationship with Stephanie to provoke Alex, implying their romance was more serious than it truly was. Philip knew exactly how to exploit Alex's insecurities to keep him off balance. Alex despised Philip's subtle yet calculated deceitfulness, recognizing Philip's maneuvers as deliberate attempts to undermine Alex's confidence and interfere with his relationship with Stephanie. Now, as Days of Our Lives prepares to launch into May sweeps starting April 24th, Alex faces a critical decision. Instead of immediately confronting Xander, Alex decides first to confront Philip directly, giving him a chance to explain his actions face to face. It's a risky move, driven by Alex's lingering hope that Philip might show remorse or somehow redeem himself. Yet this meeting will only complicate matters, as Philip, backed by Sarah's desperate pleas, tries everything possible to convince Alex to remain silent. Sarah and Philip both argue passionately, each with their reasons, Sarah driven by love and a desire to protect Xander, and Philip driven by self-preservation and fear of losing everything. Despite their pleas, Alex is tormented by the knowledge that the truth always finds a way to surface, no matter how hard people try to bury it. Deep down, Alex knows that silence isn't sustainable and eventually the betrayal will come crashing down, devastating everyone involved, especially Xander. And when it finally happens, the fallout will be spectacular. Xander, upon learning of Sarah and Philip's betrayal, will spiral into despair. Heartbroken and disillusioned, Xander will find his trust shattered, his marriage destroyed, and his relationship with Philip irreparable. It will be a tragedy of epic proportions, a man deceived by the two people he trusted the most, left to pick up the broken pieces of his life. Alex's role in this chaos won't end quietly, either. His pursuit of revenge against Philip will ignite Xander's rage, leading to fiery confrontations and emotionally charged scenes. Salem will watch as Philip is forced to face the consequences of his actions, the Kiriakis family fractured by deceit, and Xander left questioning everything he ever believed. As May sweeps unfolds, audiences will be gripped by explosive confrontations, heartbreaking revelations, and intense drama that remind everyone why Days of Our Lives continues to captivate viewers after decades on the air. Alex's revenge, Xander's heartbreak, and Philip's downfall promise an unforgettable saga that fans will not want to miss.